All right, here's a little bonus video for you. This may help you take some shortcuts in some of these tougher problems. I'll let you use it the way you want. This is stuff that I would show you in class, and you would say, why didn't you show me that before? Okay, all right. So what we've been working with is these negative exponents. Now this negative exponent, -3, we learned that this went 3 times 1 over x to the third, and that became 3 over x to the third. Okay? Now, question is, and I haven't given you any of these before, but what happens when you have a negative exponent in the denominator? You guys haven't seen one of these. Well, let me show you the long version, and then I'll show you the shortcut. Okay, the long version looks like this. This is 5, and as defined, x to the -2 power is 1 over x squared. Okay, well, written out, this isn't simplified yet. This means 5 divided by 1 over x squared. Okay, by definition of what division is, this is 5 times, sorry, I'll make this dot here, x squared over 1. That's division is multiplying by the reciprocal. Now if I multiply this across, I end up with 5 times x squared over 1, and I'm not going to put the other one. Now, the idea here is, in both these cases, I didn't explain it to you this way the first time. When you have a negative exponent, basically what it does is it takes that term and it puts it into the denominator. Oops. This becomes 5 to x squared. Okay. It puts it into the denominator. Okay, and you can kind of see what happened here. I had 3 times x to the -3, but this -3 exponent made this whole thing get down into the denominator, but with a now positive exponent. But what happened here is when I had the negative exponent in the denominator, it made it and pushed it up into the numerator. Okay, now this is a long version. You can do it this way. I don't have a problem with that. But the shortcut is, hey, this negative exponent forces it up into the numerator. Okay, now here's a little longer example. This is where you want to start using the shortcuts. Okay, now if I have this, I can write this all out. I can write 1 over k to the third, that's what this is, divided by 1 over w to the fifth. And then do this division, come down here and go 1 over k to the third divided by 1 over w to the fifth, change it to multiplication, 1 over k to the third times w to the fifth over 1, and then multiply across and get w to the fifth over k to the third. Okay, now take a close look though at this. Okay, now what happened here? Well, this term with a negative exponent moved up into the numerator, and there it is there. And this term with a negative exponent moved down into the denominator, which ends up right here. So the shortcut, when you get good at this, you just kind of go, oh, okay, that's going to move up, and this is going to move down because they have the negative exponent. It's sort of like just saying anything with a negative exponent flips over the division bar. Now, and again, this is where this, you get a problem like this, and this is where things are really going to be shortened up if you can use that little shortcut. Okay? Now, I can break this apart, and again, I'll show you the long way, and then I'll show you the short way. Okay? So I got a to the -3rd over a squared. This is how I was breaking it up before, times b to the 4th over b to the -3rd, and c to the -3rd over c to the -5th. I broke this out into a multiplication problem so we could use our quotient rule. Okay, so this is a to the -3rd minus -2. Let's see, -3 minus 2. This is a to the -5th. That's going to be 1 over a to the 5th. Okay, 4 minus -3. Okay, so this is b to the 7th. So that's b to the 7th over 1. Okay, and this is -3 minus -5. That's -3 plus 5. So this ends up being c to the 2nd. Okay, So this is c to the second over 1. And when I multiply this all out, this becomes b to the 7th, c to the second on top, and a to the 5th on the bottom. Now, if I'm looking at it, I'm using my shortcut correctly, just find the negative exponents, and those are the ones that are going to flip over the line and change in sign. So if I think of it like this, the negative 3 is going to move down. So I got to add 3 onto this. That becomes some a to 5th on the bottom. That was loud, honey. And b to the negative 3rd flips to the top. Okay? So I add 3 on up here. This becomes b to the 7th. And now these two both flip, if you think about it that way, or you can just move one of them. I usually move the bigger one. If the c goes up, okay, then this is going to become positive 5 on top, and I add it onto there. And that becomes c to the second. Okay, you could move both of them if you wanted to, and then it would be c to the 5th over c to the 3rd. However, that's going to come out to be c to the second. So either way, I think the shortcut is faster. I'll let you choose. I don't mind if you write it out. Thanks for watching.